Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Lipkowitz and I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Capital Properties in Bethesda, Maryland, and today I want to talk about why I love Maryland. Today I want to talk about food. Well, no, I want to talk about why I love Maryland, which has to do with food, to be honest, because all of my videos have to do with food because I really love food. That's not true, not all of them, but a lot of them. Anyway, food. Maryland has so many options. I love living here because first of all, I love seafood. If you don't love seafood, maybe you won't love living here so much, but blue crabs are our, mainstay in terms of seafood, but we have all kinds of other great seafood as well. Baltimore is a port city, and we have a lot of international cuisine, really any kind of international cuisine you could want, we have it. We've got our own special desserts, burger, cookies, Smith Island cake, and truthfully, Maryland is got a little bit of everything, so I really like it. I love the food. Food is number one. The second reason I love living in Maryland is because of the ease of travel. So we've got three major airports. We've got BWI International Airport in Baltimore, but a lot of us fly out of Dulles in Northern Virginia, which is a huge, even bigger international airport, and the National Airport in DC. So, in terms of getting anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, you're not going to struggle in that regard. I also really feel that, it's super easy to take a day trip. You can drive or take the train to New York, to Philly. It's really just super accessible, and I like that about living here. Having lived in other parts of the country, other parts of the world, I really feel like that is a major benefit of living in this area. So I thought about it, and I thought I should make a travel part 2 because you're probably thinking, well, the traffic in Maryland is crazy, and yeah, that's true. However, we do have pretty good infrastructure to the extent that I drove to an event at 3 a.m. in really heavy fog a while back, and I will not name the state I was crossing into, but I couldn't see the sign welcoming me to the state, even though I knew I'd be there any second. I hit a pothole, and 2 seconds later, I saw the sign that said, "Welcome to state that shall not be named." And, I really realized in that moment how we take for granted the infrastructure in the state and, the construction they do to maintain the infrastructure in the state. So, that's really pretty important to me. The fact that, the state takes care of its infrastructure. And again, in terms of catching a plane or a train to anywhere you want to go, it's not going to be terribly difficult. I already talked about how we have a lot of international cuisine in Maryland. Really any kind of international cuisine you are looking for, you're going to be able to find it here. And a lot of that has to do with the makeup of our state. We're a really diverse little state. We've got a lot of Marylanders from out of the country, from all around the U.S. I love the variety that the state has to offer. And in terms of the diversity of the state, I think it really is kind of an all-encompassing theme, in the sense that, even our topography is really varied. We've been nicknamed Little America because we've got mountains, we've got lakes, we've got ocean, we've got city, we've got country, we've got suburb. And even our weather is super varied. We've got all 4 seasons, which a lot of people love. Our winter is pretty mild, which I am definitely okay with. And our summers are pretty toasty. Not everyone is okay with that, but I am totally fine with heat and humidity. So, that could be a positive or a negative depending on how you feel. But for me, I think it's a major positive of living here. And honestly, there's so much to do. I was always raised to believe that you can make a home for yourself anywhere. You can be happy anywhere and find things that make you happy anywhere. And, I feel like Maryland is a really good example of that, because whether you like being on the water, you like hunting or fishing, or you like going to museums, or you like hanging out in the city, there's really something for everyone here. I really have a hard time thinking of something that I can't find here that I was able to find elsewhere, that I really, was a big part of my life. But overall, the variety that the state has to offer is really pretty incredible. So lastly, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that Maryland is horse country. I specialize in both residential and equestrian properties, and I am a lifelong equestrian. And, you know, for a lot of people moving into the state, a lot of the people that reach out to me, they are equestrians who are moving here to be closer to trainers or to shows. And really any discipline, you know, I think the East Coast gets this rep for having, you know, a lot of English riding, and Maryland really offers a little bit of everything when it comes to riding as well. You can find trainers in pretty much any discipline here. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Sarah Lipkowitz, and I am a real estate agent with Keller Williams Capital Properties in Bethesda, Maryland. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll like and subscribe. Anyway, so there's that.